Hi everyone. I'm sure many of you have seen the vast size of a solar power plant before. But what if I told you we can do more with this land and make it even more sustainable and productive than it already is? Well, there's a new design of solar farm called agrivoltaics, and I believe it should be the future of large-scale solar. We're going to discuss exactly what agrivoltaics is, the problems of current large solar farms, and how agrivoltaics can solve these problems. So what is agrivoltaics? Agrivoltaics is the combination of the two words agriculture and photovoltaics. Photovoltaics is a name that specifies a solar panel that directly converts sunlight into electricity. This new design features crops that grow underneath the panels. You may be asking, but Shay, don't the plants need sun to grow? How will they get enough light if they're underneath the panels? That's a great argument and one I had myself when I first learned about this subject, but you'll be surprised by the answer. First, I'd like to show you a few examples of different agrivoltaic designs. One main aspect of the design is that the panels are raised higher off the ground compared to normal solar systems to allow for farming equipment to easily fit underneath. As you can see on this slide, there are many different designs of these systems, such as in rows, checkerboard patterns, or even built into a greenhouse. Animal husbandry is also being researched today to see how well animals do at grazing underneath the panels. So why should we change the current design of these solar systems? Well, there are some really important ways we can improve on the current design of large-scale solar. One problem affecting these systems is finding enough land to use. 5 to 10 acres are required to power about 173 homes in the US. This land usually needs to be cleared and graded for easy installation of the panels. This costs money and could lead to a contribution to deforestation. Not in my backyard or NIMBY is an expression used to describe the pushback from residents or communities that don't want a certain project being constructed in their vicinity. Solar projects have had pushback from NIMBY protesters because they're seen as eyesores to some people. Large-scale solar systems also have a problem with heat production. Heat reduces the panel's efficiency. Gravel or dirt is normally put below the panels, which increases the temperatures and reduces power output. Farmland is also being taken out of use to build solar power plants. Farmers aren't keen on this, but many of them have no choice but to sign their land away to solar because they need the income. Now, what if I told you that agrivoltaics solves all of these problems and more? Agrivoltaics offers farmers a way to diversify their income with both solar power production and crop production through dual land use. The Fraunhofer Institute in Germany has shown that we can expect to see 80% solar production and at least 80% crop production compared to non-agrivoltaic systems. This provides a 60% increase in land use efficiency. The combination of crops below the panels and panels above the crops create a microclimate that benefits the crops, the soil, and the panels. Circling back to the original argument of don't plants need the sun to grow? Well, the crops are not shaded at all times of the day, only during high noon, which can put stress on certain crops and dry them out. Researcher Greg Barron-Gaffert of the University of Arizona has shown that certain crops, such as peppers and lettuce, can show increased yield due to higher water content and less stress. This shade will also reduce water evaporation from the soil, in turn reducing water consumption by up to 30%. The water that does evaporate then gets trapped underneath the panels, which can reduce temperatures by 9 degrees Celsius, improving the production of the panels by about 4.5%. Since these agrivoltaic systems are built on farmland, there's no need to clear any land or forests. This dual land usage also means that we don't have to take any farmland out of production. Finally, I think we can all agree that these agrivoltaic systems look a lot better than a normal solar power plant, and that will reduce the NIMBY pushback. In conclusion, I believe that agrivoltaics should be the future of large-scale solar for the many benefits that it provides to both crops and the panels. The increase in land use efficiency without clearing or removing farmland from use, decreased water consumption, reduction in temperatures, increased panel efficiency, and plus it looks so much better than the power plants we see today. If we want to make a real impact on climate change and end our addiction to fossil fuels, then we must adopt these new and innovative ways to increase renewable energy production today. Thank you.